Once you find a comfortable seat, you can close your eyes. Place your hands comfortably on your lap and start to breathe with a slower, fuller breath. So just so simple, nothing complex. Just let the inhale gradually expand from the inside of the heart. And as you exhale, notice the very natural softening that occurs. Relax your jaw, part your teeth in the back. You might even lift the head just a little bit higher so as to soften the throat area. Really invite yourself, you guys, for this 60-minute Vinyasa practice to just kind of burn through any stress, any extra energy that feels stagnant in the body. I invite you to take this practice at your own speed. So feel free to modify, skip chaturangas, anything like that that gives you exactly the practice that serves you this morning. We'll start with a little head movement. So you guys just tip the head over to your left shoulder, super soft. Then around your chin, bring it all the way down to the sternum as you exhale. Then inhale, just go up the other way, right ear to the right shoulder. I'm going to do that a few times, forward and to the left, and then forward and to the right. Allowing any clicks or pops or whatever to come up. And again, the intention today, just burning through the stuff that we want to clear the body of. Kind of like when the shelves get dusty and you don't really notice it until the sun hits the sunlight through the window. It hits the shelves and then you see what's accumulated. Finding back to the center, put your two hands on top of your head like they're just a little bit of a little hat for a moment. And start to push up. So you'll feel the pelvis root down into whatever you're sitting on. And just reach really high through the crown. Let the throat open. And then keep that lift and then bring the hands to your heart center. Today, let's let the elbows go really wide so that the ribs can go really wide as well. With a full-hearted intention, please set your intention in the heart. Perhaps something related to what you want to burn through, what you want to process through in your practice today. Take a full breath in, full breath out the mouth. And interlace all your fingers, open your eyes as you flip your palms, stretch them up towards the sky, big full heart. And then go forward with the hands around your back, much like your cat pose. Pull the belly in a bunch. And then do that one more time. Inhale, go up. Maybe a bit more of a back bend. Be safe. And exhale, round. Yes, good, good, good. Release the hands, find all fours. So position yourself on your yoga mat or whatever your space is on the carpet. Hands and knees. With the hands and knees firm on the ground, begin your cat-cow. It's the inhale, you'll lift your chin, you'll open the throat, tailbone to sky. As you exhale, you'll round your back, you'll tuck, and you'll curl. And I love that our spotlight video has a little puppy in there stretching too. Inhale, open the heart, full back bend, full stretch, really get into the center of the gut. And exhale, round. Well, let's have you guys do that a few more times at your own speed. Potentially adding some side stretches if you like to get into the sides of the ribs. Anything that really feels not just good, right? It's good to go for what feels good, but also go for the depths, the challenge. Like if I really do want to burn, if I really want to be in that intention, just step one as we start to flow, how do I get there? It's just showing up for ourselves, really. And you've done a big part of that already just by showing up today. Let's come back to center, everybody. Curl your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Every finger has a little grip. So as the hips go high, hips go high, heels go low. The hands don't lose their connectivity. Yeah, pedal out your feet, wag your tail. And when I say tail, I mean your tailbone. Maybe tip the head a little bit again, side to side, re-exploring some of that openness we worked towards at the very beginning. Yeah, nice, Melissa. Nice to see you this morning. We'll start easy. Just start to walk your feet slowly up to your hands, keeping the feet rather wide. Hold opposite elbows and let the body dangle. So let the head hang, let the ribs hang. You can do kind of a little shaky motion if that helps to again burn through some of these tendencies or these patterns of holding we might do. And gather the hands, place your hands up on your shins, stretch your spine, crown of the head forward, hips push back. That's a halfway lift. On the exhale, take a nice easy forward fold. Let's do that a couple more times, just the half lift. Inhale, go longer in the spine, establish strong legs. And exhale is a fold all the way down. Yeah, good, Paula. Let's do one more there. Inhale, half lift, tone the low belly, find the bandha in the core. Exhale to fold. Good, this time we'll come up halfway, put your hands on your hips. Inhale, come all the way up to a standing position, and then stretch your arms up in the air. Go full long body, crown of the head reaches, fingertips reach to the ceiling. And then as you exhale, bring the hands back to your heart center. Pause, take a couple breaths. Press your elbows wide today for a little emphasis on the rib cage widening laterally as much as we want to open it forward and back. And then again, we'll interlace our fingers, flip your palms forward, take the head down, hands push out in front of you. Yeah, like that, good. And then inhale, reach the arms above your head again, belly stays long. And from here, we'll go right and left. And go with your breath. So arc over to one side as you exhale, squeeze your low belly. Inhale, you come to the center, and exhale, you'll go to the other side. And this is just breath to movement is the bigger picture here. Additionally, establishing firm, strong legs. And the usage, good Jake, of your core, right? Engaging the belly. Cool. Next time you go to the left, that'll be the final one for now. We'll come back to center. We'll bring the hands forward, fold, hinge at the hips, Uttanasana. And inhale, take a little half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Good, and step back into plank. So you can take one foot back at a time, or if you're feeling jumpy, you can jump. We'll hold this first one to establish healthy alignment. So fingers wide, fingers gripped, belly tucked in, or pulled in, I should say. And then crown of the head long. Remember when we had our hands on our top of our head in the meditation to get some more length? Think about that. Yeah. Inhale, pull the heart forward an inch. You can put your knees down first if you like. Otherwise, chaturanga, bend the elbows backwards, come 1/3 to 1/2 of the way down. Inhale, upward dog, roll over the feet, stretch through the spine. You could do cobra as an alternative. Yeah, good, Jake. Exhale, downward dog, curl your toes under, lift your hips up and back, and we'll take about 5 deep breaths. Know that throughout this whole class, child's pose is always there for you, always there if you need it. One more full breath here. Cool, you guys. As you inhale, come up halfway, or lift the heels up high, excuse. Then exhale, bend the knees, step or hop to the hands. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold your Uttanasana. Yeah, cool. Inhale, rise up, stretch your arms up, go super long through the whole body. And exhale, hands to the heart center. Inhale, arms to sky, raise the arms around, you do a big circle. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips, push the hips back, push them wide. Inhale, lift and lengthen, a halfway lift, use it to engage your core. Exhale, chaturanga, you can step or jump right back to bent elbows. Use your knees if you want. Exhale, lower, inhale to lift the heart, go with your own breath. Exhale, downward dog, push your hips up, back, wide. Take a few breaths here. Really working on full breaths, never cutting yourself short. Nice. All right, inhale, lift your heels up high. Exhale, bend your knees, step or lightly float to the hands. Inhale, lift, halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold, strong in the belly. Inhale, stand up, raise your arms up, take a full breath in. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, arms out and up, full stretch to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips, reach down for the toes. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, step or hop back, go flowy with your breath. And these Chaturangas, by the way, you can always choose to skip. If you want to modify, it's all good. All right, from down dog, let's bring our feet a little bit closer towards each other, just a little narrower with your feet, yeah, no big deal. And then lift the right leg up, bend the knee, and do some pumps, circles, ankle rotations probably would feel pretty good right now, just getting into what you want to burn out. And then go the other direction. Good, we'll go low lunge. So from here, put your right foot between your hands and put the left knee on the ground. Inhale, raise your arms up above your head. It's called Anjaneyasana pose. Yeah, cool. Let's go interlace the fingers again and flip our palms forward and up. So really getting good forearm stretches. Since we can't climb in the gym, let's get our forearms really open. Use your exhales to sit a little bit deeper, hugging the legs together. Inhale, a little back bend within reason. Yeah, finding just the right amount of stretch. Final inhale. And exhale, just bring your hands to your heart. We're gonna do a little twist. So take the elbow left and hook it outside the right leg. You need to use the hands a little bit on the thigh to help get into the twist. That's cool too. Hi, Gracie. She likes twist. And use the right hand to push down into the left hand. And now that you've done the physical movement to get in your twist, now use the breath to find more depth. The muscles don't have to work quite so hard. I think inhale, lengthen the crown of your head like you did into your hands a little while ago. Exhale, soften a bit more into the twist. Less fight, more sensation, more softness even. Yeah, good, Jake. Final breath. Slowly come out, frame the front foot with your hands, step back to plank. Take your chaturanga flow as an option, or simply push your hips up and back, downward facing dog. When you get back there, we'll go left leg up, bend your left knee, similar on the other side, just do some circles and ankle rolls. Go the other direction if you have yet to do that. Low lunge, place the left foot between your two hands. Let the back knee come to the earth. Support it if you need, by the way, a blanket or whatever you need. Inhale, arms up. This time as we do our bind, let's go in a weird way. So the opposite thumb on top. So it'll feel kind of weird. Then you'll flip your palms forward. So just working that little challenge on this side. And again, the legs hug together. So it's like a scissoring action. Yeah, nice, Jake. There's a hug leg to leg. So your inner thigh muscles feel turned on, active. And the heart stretch and really breathe. A little softness even in each pose so the breath can explore. We'll slowly exhale, bring the hands to the heart center and then twisting to the left, hooking the right elbow outside the left leg. You can use your left hand on the leg if you need to help kind of get it hooked around there. And then bringing the hands to prayer if they're not already there. Use the elbow, the left elbow, point it all the way up to the ceiling, the sky. And then downward push of the left hand gets the twist. Now that you're there, you've gotten there physically, now what can soften a little bit to enliven more space? One more breath. Good, everybody will come to center, frame the front foot, so simple. Step back into your plank, push straight back to your downward facing dog, or take a chaturanga flow. Nice. 5 breaths here. Three more full breaths. It's really high. Exhale, bend your knees, over float to the front of your mat. Make sure the feet are all the way together this specific way. Inhale, lift and lengthen. If you halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold, that's your uttas. The chair pose, bend your knees, raise your arms forward and up. Sit back and sit deep. Take your hands to your heart center and twist to the right, hooking the elbow outside the leg. Yeah, good. Once you're in it, take a quick little peek at your knee. You may have gone crooked on you, so ideally they stay square. Yeah, good, Melissa. Yeah, and then again, gaze to the right. Find the breath. Keep the steadiness of your strong muscles. Can there be a little soft? All the dogs in practice. Last breath here. We'll release to a forward fold and keep the legs together and just kind of dangle above the knees as you need. Release the head, release the head. Burning out what you don't need. Good, Travis. Other side, when ready, let's bend the knees. Inhale, regular chair pose is how we start. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart, twist to the left, right elbow hooks outside the left knee. Use the left hand as needed to help get a good hook. Yeah, elbows pointing up, hands are pressing to create a twist. Just be sure with any twist that the neck isn't doing all the effort. Twists really come from strong hips, actively twisting from the back through the front. The neck just follows. One more breath here. And we'll finish again with a forward fold and a little shaky shake of your choice. Okay, almost there. One more chair pose. Ready? Bend the knees, lift the arms. We're not going to twist. Just stay in regular chair. Sit deep. And the challenge for you, optional challenge, is hover the heels. You don't have to go super high. You can if you want to work it. But see if the balance can really be so trusting into the uniform tone of your legs. You feel your glutes active, your hamstrings, your quads. Final breath. Whew. And then mountain pose as you stand up with the arms fall by your sides. Do a couple shoulder circles, forward, up, back, down. Sometimes those chair poses can get a little under the neck. Good. Tip your head to the right to your right shoulder, and take your right hand all the way over to hold your left ear. It's just a really easy stretch. And gently pull, not just to the right, but think of long, like you're trying to pull up and over to the right. Optionally, the left hand can press out to the left side like a stop sign. Maybe you can turn and face the camera if that helps. So that left arm is either straight out to the side, or you could flex the hand, yeah, like that, like a stop sign. Left hand is gonna really get in there. Then keep this, yeah, keep what you're doing, and now take that left hand down. So the fingers point to the earth, and then the fingers point to the sky. Fingers down, fingers up. Yeah, the arm can stay where it is. It's just the hands going flexion and extension. Whatever. Got a little confused there. It's fine. Let's do the other side. Gently release. Tip the head to the left. tip the head left, take the left arm all the way up and over to hold the bottom of the right ear. Yeah, let the head tip to the left. And the right hand's gonna do stop sign. The arm is straight out to the side, kind of like a warrior two arm. Let's maybe use that as a good reference. Warrior two arm, but the right hand's making a flex palm, like a stop sign. Now let's keep the warrior two arm and just move the hands. So you're gonna point your fingers down and point the fingers up. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at, but whatever, all movement's good movement, right? And come back to center, release, close your eyes, mountain pose just briefly before we get flowing again. Notice the energetics of the neck. And that warmth and that heat you're feeling, that's the prana, right? That's the shift of these practices. All right. Feet together, front of your space, chair pose, bend the knees, sweep the arms back, forward and up on an inhale. And on your exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, step or hop back, flow with your breath. Take your time, use your knees if you like. Up dog, full inhale. When you get to down dog, again, have the feet a little more narrow. Lift your right leg. This time, bend the knee, open the hip, and kind of just hold it there. Instead of doing little circles, it's a hip roll. Okay, if you want a little more intensity, flip it over, wild thing, take the right hand in the air, put the right foot on the ground behind you, and go full body stretch here for 2 deep breaths. Nice, good long line through the belly. Nice, Mesa. And again, do a lunge. So you'll come back, put the right hand where it was, place the right foot between the hands. This time we'll keep the back knee lifted, and inhale, raise the arms above head. So your crescent lunge. So that one. Cool, and then again, interlace your fingers. You can go the more comfortable way. Flip your palms to the sky and add a little back bend, safe back bend. Now work a little more depth in the hips and a big lift of the ribs. Oh yeah. Good, and then take the hands to your heart center. Again, twisting to the right. So take that left elbow all the way around, hooking it outside the knee, outside the thigh. This is good enough if you want a little more oomph. Open the arms, left hand towards earth, right arms towards sky. And yeah, like Kim showed, you kind of might need to use that right hand to sort of hook that left elbow a little deeper if you want. That sort of self-manipulation. 2 more breaths. Gaze follows up towards the top hand, but not overly aggressive, just enough. We'll take it into a flow. So again, release slow. Step back. Downward dog is always invited. Otherwise, chaturanga. Get the arms working, get the feet working. A down dog, left leg hip roll when you get there. Feet a little more narrow will help, by the way. Flip over, or open the hips, keep it more static this time, holding that, or flip on over. Yeah, wild thing. Touch earth with that foot. Lift the left arm. Press the hips high, open the throat, let the neck get long as well. All the space. Maybe then a high lunge, so come back through center, step your foot between your hands. Inhale, also called Anjaneyasana, right? The left foot, or crescent lunge in English, arms to sky. Again, let's go interlace your fingers the weird way, the way you don't really want to, and flip the palms forward and up. At a safe back bend, right? So the knees down in the back versus the knees up. In Sanskrit, we'll call Anjaneyasana. We tend to go low lunge or high lunge. We're also so used to hearing crescent lunge. Lots of language to learn. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart center. Twist left, hook the right elbow outside the leg. Prayer hands is cool. Otherwise, maybe open the arms like big wings. Left hand, you might need to use it a little bit on the thigh itself to wiggle the elbow a little more outside of the leg as an option, just depending on your mobility of twists. Gazing a bit up towards the top hand. And taking your time, slowly release, finding plank pose, Chaturanga Dandasana, or, oh, I like that downward dog as a choice, or as an option to push straight back. In this downward dog, I'm going to invite everybody to put your knees on the ground wide, just like child's pose. we're not going to do child's pose quite. So keep the ribs up high. Yeah, you can point the toes, bring the big toes to touch. So child's pose legs, cool. Inhale, twist your right arm up towards the sky. Inhale, up the right hand. Yep. Thread the needle, take the right hand all the way through, landing on the right shoulder, right side of the head. The left hand, you can scooch it maybe a bit forward, or honestly, wherever you feel like you can support more of a twist. Very similar to the prayer hands when we do our prayer hand twists. And that left hand can serve as an activation for more space. Such a nice twist. So nice with the belly open and softness to the frame of the body. One more breath. Put the left hand back in a good place to push yourself up. We'll reopen your right arm towards the sky, full stretch. Exhale, place the right hand down. Inhale, take the left arm up. We go directly to the other side. Inhale, open the left side body. Exhale, slide through your left shoulder. Eventually lands like you're threading the needle with your own body. Right hand might switch a bit forward, or honestly, wherever it gives a good position for you to add a little bit of power to this, a little bit of push. Body, the fullness of the breath. And a lot of this yoga, you guys, whether it's more active or more passive movements, it's much like a welder, right? To reshape the metal, there has to be an applied heat. In our bodies, similarly, there's heat, there's directionality, there's a decent amount of repetition within safety. One more breath here. Take it, put the right hand somewhere supportive. It's easy to push up on it. Lift the left arm once more, take a full long body stretch. Exhale, downward dog as the left hand comes back to the earth. Please curl your toes under, lift your hips up, and take a couple of deep breaths. All right, we're doing it again. Lift your right leg up, bend your knee, roll the hip open. Maybe second set of wild thing if you like it. Right foot to earth, right hand to sky. Take 2-ish breaths here. We'll come back to crescent. Take your right foot all the way through between the hands. Inhale, raise your arms above your head. One breath here. Let's get into the warrior two, some external rotation. Lift the arms out to the sides, and the left heel in, and expand the arms wide. Adjust the feet as needed. You want to see the right heel is aligned with your left arch. The left foot could either be parallel to the back of your mat or even a slight little pigeon toe to give a little more inner spiral to the thigh. Yeah. Good, good. And then gazing, when ready, gaze towards the right hand, right fingertips, find a little spot, focal point that helps you not only have better balance because your eyes aren't looking around too much, but also helps the mind have something to focus on. A little crease of the hand, a freckle or a knuckle. When ready, let's go right palm, reverse your warrior, go full stretch, up and back. Now either left hand slides down left leg, or if you prefer, you can hook it behind your back, maybe just touching your tailbone with the back of the left hand, and maybe snaking that left hand by the right hip crease. If you can pretty easily get that, like Kim's showing so well, you can actually use your left hand to push down on your right thigh. And that'll help, it's like self-yoga adjustment. It helps root the hips. You can rise even more through the ribs. One more breath. And we'll go side angle pose. So right elbow on the right leg, left arm by your ear. Otherwise, more depth, you could put your right hand on the earth. Reaching from the ribs. So every so often, I find it so helpful in my yoga practice. I just kind of move my head a little bit, like a Stevie Wonder, like listening to some good music. So just to get out of the chin, or to get out of the jaw and the neck, having to do the whole pose, and discovering that these deeper muscles, right, your hips, your ribs, your belly. Half bind, take the left hand behind your back, top of the hand's gonna touch the sacrum, pull the shoulder blades on your back. Yeah, otherwise maybe hook the hand as we did in reverse warrior, as I suggested. 2 more breaths here. Come out slow. Don't throw that left arm out of there. Come out nice and easy. Frame the left front foot with your hands. Chaturanga flow or a downward facing dog directly. You choose your own adventure. Stay in this dog for a moment, like 3 to 4 breaths. I want to do something a little silly with you guys. Inhale fully, okay, slow breathing. As you exhale, I want you to just kind of make that sound. This is a sort of like you're entertaining a baby. And do like 3 or 4 of them and let it be kind of loud. Let it be releasing again, that burning out of the tension of the face and the neck. Now see if we can keep that rather soft as we do left side. Left leg opens, bend the knee, hip roll, option 1. Maybe flip over, wild thing, second set. Elevate the arm, open up your belly. Yeah. We'll come back to center for crescent lunge. Take your left foot between the hands. Inhale, raise your arms up high. 1 big breath in the crescent pose. And then we'll open out to warrior 2, spinning the back heel in, putting it to the earth, and opening the arms out. Breathe into the ribs. Gaze towards the left hand, and that drishti, it's about more than only the balance assistance, but really the inner gaze, the steadiness, the calmness of mind. Take your left palm, flip it up, reverse your warrior, reach up and back, let the head tip with you. And then the right hand slides down the leg. You might hook it behind the back, or maybe if you can, don't force it, but if you have the range of motion behind that, or on top of that left hip, use a downward push, even if it's just a hair of a push, just a little push, and then out of that, elongate your whole left side body. Yeah. And then coming back to center, put your left elbow on the left leg and stretch your right arm at a diagonal by your ear. So it's an extended side angle, we call that one. And if you want more depth, the left hand might touch down to the earth. Neck releases a little bit, right? Keep not too much tension, and then we'll go half bind, flip the right hand behind. Top of the hand can just touch your tailbone. That's enough, right? Tight shoulders for a lot of us, that's enough. Otherwise, maybe work towards a hook, towards the left hip crease. Opening across the collarbones wide. Inhale. Exhale, come out so slow for a chaturanga. Frame the front foot with your 2 hands. Step back. Downward dog is an option. Otherwise, take your flow. So many smiles. I love it. I love it. All right. So from here, let's take the feet as wide as a yoga mat. As wide as a yoga mat, and then walk your hands like 5 inches back. Okay, so you have this wider legged, shorter downward dog, short and stout. Take your right hand and cross it underneath you and hold the outer left leg. Okay, you can maybe just reach for the knee if you're a little tighter. The lower the hand goes, the more of a challenge. So you might be able to reach the ankle if possible, but don't force it. There's just too much pressure in that left hand, let's say maybe you have some wrist sensitivities, then just bring it a little closer to you. Just come out of the pose, don't have such a long stride. Now inhale, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, pull with that right arm, get a little more twist. Try to keep your hips square as best you can. It's not easy on this one. Good, Melanie. And we'll just switch sides, take the right hand back to the earth where it was. Cross the left arm under. And again, if the right wrist is sensitive, don't have it so far away from you. Just make it a little bit of a shorter posture, front to back. The legs are still wide. Yeah, and the left hand doesn't have to go all the way to the ankle. Eventually that could be a good goal to have open hamstrings and be able to, but if they're tight, just hold a little bit higher up. Breathe. Cool. And then as you come out, we're gonna turn this into a squat, malasana. So swivel the heels in, let the hips come super low. Adjust the feet if you need them a little more closer or wider. And eventually the hands will come to the heart. You can bend the knees and sit all the way down to malasana. Yeah, always the option to hover up the heels. Put the heels on a blanket if you need a little more lift. Yeah, good. Close the eyes if you can, or just again have that soft drishti focus for yourself. Embody a fuller, calmer breath. Staying here is good. I sometimes personally, I love if you want to wag your hips a little bit, so just lean more to the left, more to the right, just a little soft. More weight into one side, more weight into the other, letting the hips kind of dance a little bit or wag. Finding all those little nuggets of the hips. Fun. All right, put the hands on the ground, forward fold, push your hips up high, bring the feet parallel. They can stay wide apart. Inhale, take a half lift. You can keep the feet wide. Exhale, forward fold. You can keep the feet wide. Inhale, we'll stand all the way up towards a star pose. Again, feet stay as they are. Reach the arms up wide like you're a big star. Embody space. Lift up, baby back bend. And then eagle wrap. Take the right arm under the left. And you're going to keep the feet wide. So I know it's a little different and uncomfortable. There's a goal. Eagle wrap. Go up and down with your arms. Just lift them, gaze up. As you exhale, round your back and actually pull the elbows really tightly into your heart. Yeah. Up and down twice more. So good for the lymph nodes to work through. One more time, up and down, high to low with the elbows. Baby back bend to a little crunch. We'll undo the arms. Inhale, sweep them above head. Again, take star pose, full stretch of the spine. Strong in your legs. Exhale, wrap your left elbow below the right. And same thing on this side, you go up and down. Up high, little back bend. Keeping the belly pulled in as you exhale, forward fold, getting even more belly. Lymph nodes are interesting. They're like your veins of the body. They don't have their own way of pumping the lymph through you, right? So anything like this that squeezes the armpits, similarly with the groins, is really healthy for us to burn through toxins, that we inevitably get through the world, through our environments. So after about 3, we'll undo. Now this time as you reach up, step your feet all the way together. Arms to sky, Urdhva Hastasana, and then exhale, wrap your right arm under again. Eagle wrap with the arms, and then we'll do eagle with the legs. So you'll bend your knees, sit back a little bit, and then cross your right leg all the way over the left. If a full crossing is not available for you, you could alternatively do a figure 4, where you just hook your ankle above your knee. Yeah. And then try to balance on the one leg. Otherwise, you can use your big toe to the earth. Yeah, thanks, Kim. She's so good at showing everything. Good. Now we're going to do a similar up and down. So as you inhale, lift up, and go real slow, little back bend. And so once you exhale, go so slow and round all the way into what we call nesting or sleeping eagle, bringing it all the way towards the elbows. Might touch the legs. And do a few more on your own, and go slower than we did in the warm-up for this. Right, so maybe there's a couple inhales and exhales on each round. That's okay. Working the balance. Yeah. Working a good squeeze in the inner thighs, the groins. Lymph gets pumped, and fluid of the body is so healthy for it. One more time. Okay, so when ready, we've had enough of this challenge. Come on out, unravel, arms to sky, feet together. And we'll go mountain pose for a moment. So just bring your arms by your sides. Let's do some neck circles again. So work the head to one side. Keep the body tall as you round the chin to the chest. Go to the other side and then repeat. So you're just keeping the head in the forward plane, not taking it too far back. And it's a heating up, right, of the tissues, of the muscles, of the bones, and it reforms us from the inside. Okay, so you guys will do the other side, of course. So when ready, come to center. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling, full stretch, tug the low belly in. Exhale, wrap your left arm below the right, crisscross, yeah. And bend the knees a bit, sit back. Left leg crosses all the way over the right for full eagle. Figure four is an option, just crossing the ankle above the knee. Maybe put the big toe on the ground. Added balance help. Cool. All right, let's do our balance challenge. Inhale, grow up, gaze up. Yeah, good. Squeeze the midline. Exhale, round nesting eagle. So squeezing the midline is a wonderful tool for the practice. Keep going at your own speed. Hugging to our center, this ability we have to self-hug or even create like a self-swaddle, right? The way a baby, when it's wrapped and swaddled, it literally calms down its nervous system. And when we have that, even in a place of challenge like this, where we're balancing and moving all at once, there can still be a calmness to the mind. One more breath, one more attempt at this challenge. Good job, you guys. When you're ready, when it makes sense, unravel, undo, inhale, arms to the ceiling, full breath in, take your time. And exhale, hands to the heart. Pause, take a full breath. All right, final challenge here. You guys ready? Step to about the center of your space. Yeah, cool. Arms by your sides, mountain pose. Inhale, and chair pose. Exhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms forward, back and up. Breathe in. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart, twist to the right again, hook the elbow outside the leg. Yeah, you might use the right hand to get a really good hook today, or right now. Maybe open the arms up, right arm up, left arm down. Maybe side crow, so the hands come towards the ground. You'll place the right hip on the right elbow. You'll lean into it. Yeah, exactly like that. And if you take a peek at Kim, she's giving a great demo. Your hands are to the long edge of your mat. See how she went into it really easily right from there? Yeah. And it's just like chaturanga arms. You want full grips of the fingertips, core engaged, all the goods. If it doesn't work out for you today, don't stress it. You're doing great. Yeah. Inhale, come back to center. Let's take a wide-legged forward fold. So separate your feet real wide. Stretch the legs long. Hold the big toes if you can. Bend the knees. Inhale, lengthen, half lift. Exhale, Padangusasana. Fingers are pulling a bit on the toes to invite a deeper invigoration of the length of the spine. Elbows go wide. You can think of yourself like a gorilla. You want to have big open armpits. Yeah, maybe shake the head out. Feel free to bend the knees as much as you need. All right, let's do the other side. This is it. And then you come back to center. Bring the feet to touch. When ready, bend your knees and lift your ribs and arms, chair pose. After this, we cool down. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center, twist to the left, hook your elbow outside your knee. That left hand might help get more of a hook. If you kind of want to push on the thigh and really twist, yeah. Maybe stay here, maybe right hand down, left arm up. Just take the wings open wide, and working that is so cool. Otherwise, bend the knees. You got to get low and let the heels lift as you bring the hands to the long edge of your mat. Yeah. And then you lean into it little by little. It's sort of it's a teeter-totter. You don't just jump right into it. And the head gets really low. It gets really low as the hips sit wide. Yeah, move any doors out of the way. Woo, yeah, Kim, so strong. Come back to center, everybody. And again, a wide-legged forward fold of your choice. Stretch the legs out. This time you can dangle. You can do Padahastasana. Slide your hands underneath your feet if you wish. Maybe just dangle like a ragdoll. That's cool too. Shake it out. Gracie. All right, let's find downward facing dog. So just really simply step back. Add the chaturanga if you want, but honestly, we're cooling it down. So do what you need, take it slow. All right, final wild thing option. Lift the right leg, bend the knee, hip roll, or maybe flip it over. Third and final one, sometimes the juiciest when we get to repeat things. Pigeon pose, bring the knee through, place it on the earth behind your right wrist. Angle the right shin below you. Don't try to force it to a parallel. Yeah, just bring it angle like a diagonal. Sit the hips back, scooch the left leg back. Inhale, lengthen, a little back bend. Exhale, fold, make your way to the earth. You can make a pillow with your hands. You can maybe just put your head on the earth if you have that range of motion. And if this is a lot on the knee, okay, a couple things. You could either put a cushion or a block below the right hip. If that helps to reduce knee pressure, that'll be enough. Otherwise, you could thread the needle, and that's laying on your back and crossing the right ankle over the left knee, but you don't need to worry about doing that, Kim. I think most people know what that is. Or any other hip stretch. All right, find the breath. Let it burn out, whatever that intention was. It's a strong medicine, this yoga, and we don't always know exactly what we're going in for, what might come up. Sometimes laughter, sometimes it helps us to channel through some cathartic sadness. Let it flow, let it be a part of the practice. One more breath here. We'll take it back to your downward facing dog on your own speed with your own breath, nice and easy. Take a flow between sides if you like to add in another chaturanga, or just shake out your right leg a little bit in the air. Of course, we'll do the left side next. So when the time is ready for you, lift your left, bend that knee, open up the hip, maybe flip over, third wild thing. Seeing what shows up for you. And as you exhale, we'll go back through, no rush, knee behind the left wrist, angle the calf below you to diagonal, scooching the right knee back and journeying down. Notice the difference left to right. It's unlikely that even those of us that do a lot of yoga, we still have our imbalances, and it's just good to pay attention and know. And what's helpful is when you notice those imbalances in your home practice that you're cultivating by doing some online yoga classes, you can spend more time on those tighter sides. You can give them a little longer in a given shape that you know may help balance your tendencies. Full breaths, just a couple more here. Slowly pick yourself back up. Your final downward facing dog of class. Your movements are very personalized here. And just pedal a leg, wag your tail, add another chaturanga in if you like. We'll take 5 full breaths here. Final down dog. 5 full breaths. A little stillness once you've done the shaking out that you need. In the stillness, noticing what comes up. Not trying to judge it or push it away, just being with it. What we're doing out today. You guys inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, up or hop through to a seat. Lay down onto your back, slow and steady in a way that honors your body. Once you've laid onto your back, bend your knees and you'll bring them near your hips. The feet on the ground with your hands by your sides. When you go into bridge, I recommend pulling your shoulder blades behind you. Before you do bridge, just push the throat more open. You want to try to keep it open in bridge, okay? So we're not too tight. All right, take a breath. And then exhale, push through all 4 corners of both feet as you lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Hold this, stay here. This is a great pose. Otherwise, maybe do a bind. Intertwine your fingers behind your back, rolling right and then left, right and left shoulder behind you. And again, open the throat. Push your head backward into the earth a bit here. picture a stable spine, stabilized neck. 2 more breaths. Exhale, free the hands. Slowly lower your way to the earth. Pause. Spine and lock. Do some twists, of course. So take the right knee in, extend your left leg out, and just cross the right knee all the way over your body. You might enjoy scooching your hips a little to the right in that process of the twist, so that as you get into the twist, your spine is a little longer. Right arm will extend out, gaze will follow, let the head naturally gaze, return to the right. Good 5 full breaths here. Relaxing into the twists versus many of the other people today. I'm really active. Recenter your hips onto your mat. Eventually the left knee will pull in. Right leg out. Scoop the hips a bit to the left as desired. Feel it as you cross all the way to the right with the spine and the belly still feel long. Once you're there, relax into it right now. One more big breath, you guys. Take it back to center. And in the honoring and in the cultivation of your self-practice, I invite you for about a minute to do whatever you need. But maybe I didn't guide you through anything. You could get up and do your headstand practice if that's safe without a teacher. Back bends. Maybe it's not even a yoga stretch. Maybe it's just a movement that smells really juicy and good right now. Right or wrong. Additionally, maybe you just come into Shavasana right now. We'll be there soon. Come just a little earlier, if you wish. So good, you guys. Lots of inversions, lots of self-love, self-appointed practices we do. So we'll invite you in the next few breaths to find Shavasana. If you're in the middle of something juicy, I don't mean to rush you out of that. You're in your own hands, you can do what you need. You slowly start to consider going there if it's right for you. Opening the hips, opening the legs wide, opening your arms. Take up space, take up space. Eyes can close. If you have like a little towel or shirt nearby, you might try placing that over your eyes. And you're there, starting to let go of the breath control. Noticing the benefits of the practice where we burn what we don't need. And much like the dust that gathers in the windowsill or on our shelves, and we don't always immediately see it. But when the sunlight shines in just that specific way, we become keenly aware of what we've gathered, what we're holding on to. And therein lies the practice of how do we let our light shine to clear ourselves, to clear the energy. Thank you all so much for being here and leaning into being in the practice. Stay as long as you need. I have music playing so that you can do you. Camera turns off and you just stay here another 20 minutes if you need to. Thank you so much. Namaste.